All right. Well, welcome back to ScatterBrian number 5. Give it up for yourself. You made it 5 steps in to a never-ending journey. Woo! Again, ScatterBrian is a weekly podcast hosted by, as you guessed, Brian. It's more of like a ScatterBrain podcast. You see what I did there? The A and the I. You once you write it down, you'll see it'll make more sense. But I am coming to you live September 10th of 2022. I'm back home in El Mirage, Arizona. It's currently a little overcast and I am loving this weather. If you recall last week, I did the ScatterBrian podcast from a bathroom at my mom's house. Not complaining, but that was all I had in front of me. I didn't have my computer. I didn't have my microphone. So I did what I could. But I'm back here now. I'm back here in the Tab studio, working with my software and my hardware. You know, getting it out there. That could be a rhyme. It's funny, I was in California and they had like the craziest heat ever. Like, what the heck? Like, it was friggin' hot. And as soon as I leave, it was like 80 degrees the next day. But that heat came with me back to Arizona. So I ask you this. Am I the hottest man in the world? I just licked my finger and put it on my arm. It definitely sizzled. Got that sizzle. Anyways, I'm back here with another ScatterBrian podcast. This is number 5. And I didn't write down anything that I talked about before. I recorded them. I did a little bit of editing and I just threw them on YouTube. So forgive me if I start getting repetitive. But let me talk about the city of surprise. Wait. I already did that one. JK. Oh, city of surprise. Anyways. So, I was thinking about what did I want to talk about this week. And you know, I used my experiences throughout the week and as I'm driving and as I'm just daydreaming. I think, what do I want to talk about? And one thing came to mind that is just the bane of my existence. It's always good to think about things. It's always good to, analyze the variables and the situations and make an educated guess or, do something like that. But what's not healthy is overthinking. Overthinking can ruin anything. Thinking too much can be bad. And I know we're always taught, think before you speak. We're not told, overthink before you forget how to speak or go through every scenario in your mind and get paralyzed in your thoughts. Overthinking can ruin anything. And I was trying to figure out how can I equate overthinking to something, something everybody can identify with. And I'm pretty sure everybody out there is familiar with the Ninja Turtle Shredder Revenge video game that just came out. Everyone listen, I'm sure everybody that's listening to this, I'm sure has played that game. I mean, I've put hours into that game. So I'm sure you guys have too. So we can all relate to it because it's common knowledge, But for those of you that haven't listened to it, so you have a character, and the Ninja Turtles, and it includes April, Splinter, and Casey Jones. But all the characters have a super attack. Okay. Now your super attack there's three different supers for each person. You have the super where you're just surrounded and you need to clear out space. You have a super when you're in the air and you want to do a devastating downward hit. And you also have a super where if there's people, parallel to you, you can take them all out, left or right of you. And in the thick of a game, when you're fighting all these foot soldiers are the ones that the Shredder created to fight the turtles. When you're fighting these foot soldiers, you often don't have the opportunity to say, what special should I use? Which one would be most appropriate right now? A lot of time it's instinct. A lot of times you're playing the game and you just, or at least for me, I just know what special to use based on the situation. It's an instinct. It's a reaction. It's not so much a thought out process as much as it is just something that you do in the situation. So why does life have to be any different? I feel like overthinking, if I compare it to the Ninja Turtles example, is I could do this one or I could do this one, but then I don't know what's going to happen next, so I might need to save this one. So if I don't save this one, this might be better to use right now, but if I don't use this right now, then I might not make it to the next point. Now, if you needed any clarity on what I just said, don't worry, it was all gibberish and nonsense. But that's kind of the life example I equate it to. You're assessing a situation still, but you're going so far down the rabbit hole that you forget to just do. You forget to just live. And how often do we find ourselves overthinking everything, or maybe as few things, and that overthinking ends up paralyzing our progress. It ends up halting our tracks. I think life should be more like the Ninja Turtle game. If there's people surrounding me, I use my regular super. If I need to, hit a bunch of people from high up, boom, use my air super that attacks downward. It should be a reaction. It should be an instinct. It shouldn't be something that's so overthought that you don't do anything. And so I've been trying to equate that into my life. I've been trying to think less and do more. What? Oh my gosh, Brian's lost his mind. He said he's going to think less and do more. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I think often doing more is the tough part for me. Because when I get consumed by the overthinking, I end up doing nothing. You ever had a mental burnout where you haven't moved an inch, but you're tired? And yeah, that could be equated to work and whatnot, but I mean like paralyzed, immobilized by overthinking. And what's the solution to that? What's the solution to overthinking? I think it's doing more. Doing more. Reacting on instincts. Reacting based on the circumstances in front of me, not what tomorrow will bring. And now I'm not saying clean out the bank account, because I could go clean out my $300 savings, and go buy, $300,000 savings and go buy something crazy. But what am I going to get for $300? 300,000, excuse me. I'm not talking about financial things, because that's important. It's always important to plan and save financially. I'm not saying that. I'm saying a mindset. How do we develop a mindset that is not only in the moment, but it's also responsible, and it's also, bettering myself and not a detriment to my mental health? So I'm trying to equate that into my life now. You know, there's things that you talk about, oh, one day I want to do this. One day I want to do that. And right now I'm trying to focus on just doing that. And it's tough. It's tough. It's tough to live in the moment sometimes when all you're focused on is tomorrow. There's a lyric from the Gorillaz. They say, tomorrow comes today. Tomorrow comes today. Do, 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 do. I didn't warm up the vocal cords, so excuse me if I hurt your ears there, but it's such a true thing that tomorrow comes today. You know? We just saw the passing of the Queen, and while I don't know much about the Queen, I know she was 96. I mean, she's lived a long time. It always seemed like the Queen would be around. You know, you mourn the loss of anybody, but, you know, she's gone. There's no tomorrow for that, for her. So we have to live in the now. We're not all guaranteed 96 years. Whew, if I made it to 96, I must have really got rid of this overthinking. Let me tell you that. Because this overthinking will be the death of me. But I will conquer it. You know. We only get this one chance at things. For me personally, I get caught up in the movie, the fantasy, the video game world where, oh, there's a sequel coming to that game. Oh, their story doesn't end there. There's a sequel coming. Oh, that character can't die. Oh, maybe they'll bring him back in DLC. Or, oh, this movie's great. I can't wait to the next one. You know, it's not always guaranteed. So let's stop overthinking and let's start overdoing. Whoa. That has been a Brian bomb I just dropped. Boom. Stop overthinking and start overdoing. I feel like overdoing is also a little bad though. Let's just get moderation back for everything. Let's just start thinking and doing. Not overthinking and overdoing. Or underdoing. Or underthinking. I can't stress how great thinking is in the right sense. Doing it to the right amount. Oh, man. That drive back from Arizona was long. But Regina did good this time. I want to tell a quick story. There was a rest stop coming up. I said, hey, Regina, do you got to pee? You know, this is where we got to do it. No. All right, I think I should really make you, sit on the toilet. I don't want to pull over. I don't have to. I shouldn't have listened to her. About 40 minutes later, which is a long time. Good on her. Dad, I got to go pee. And she's like jumping in her seat, like, not actually jumping, but like her legs she looks like she's trying to survive from drowning. She was kicking so hard. I didn't know where the next stop was, so I pulled over. We did what we had to do. Get back on the freeway, and less than 2 miles was another rest stop. But you know what? If I would have kept overthinking and trying to get her the best bathroom available, she probably would have peed herself. Instead, we did what we had to do at that moment, and dry pants won that day. Dry shorts got us to back home. Woo! Good job, princess. Proud of you. Well, I want to thank everyone again for listening to another ScatterBrian podcast. This has been fun, and I think if you keep sticking around until ScatterBrian number 10, that's my goal. ScatterBrian number 10, there will be a surprise. And spoiler, it's probably just going to be me with the camera on so you can see my face. Hope my views don't go down. Wouldn't that be something if my views went down when my face showed up? Maybe that's overthinking. Holy cow. This is going to be a tough journey. But anyways, thank you all for listening. Thank you all for liking the video and just, whether you're sending me a text or you're just telling me that you enjoyed the podcast, I really do appreciate it. It's been fun. It's been something that I look forward to. I think I have a lot to say and I just didn't realize it. Or maybe I just am saying too much. I don't know. I mean, write in the comments if you think I'm saying too much. But anyways, if you guys would like to follow the channel, you can always do that by just subscribing to this YouTube channel. Hope to have some more content coming out soon, featuring different types of things besides podcasts. If you, listening, would like to be a guest on a Tabs interview, let me know. I will set it up. It's 2022, baby. We can get Zoom. We ain't got to be in the same room. You ain't got to be here with all my animals. I got a lot of animals. That'll be another video as well. But if anybody's interested, please let me know. I am on Instagram at right_arm_hexane. Hashtag if you know, you know. Go ahead and give me a follow there. I am on Facebook. I doubt anybody wants to follow me on Facebook. But there's some funny things on there. And you could see pictures of me when I had hair. I've said too much. Well, thank you all for listening. I hope you have a fantastic week. I hope you all stay safe and enjoy the time ahead of you. Let's do less overthinking and more doing. You all take care. Peace.